Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Played it up against LGD. They didn't end up winning that game. It was a bit of a different composition with an Aphelios and a Gnar. This time around with a Jinx and with that Jace, maybe this can work. LNG pretty much a full poke collider as he moves towards the river. Tarzan and Ala here, but he will spot them. They don't know he's there. Scout is moving over. This could get dicey for LNG. You can see Flandre grouping up as well. There's the knockup as Scout gets damaged down. There's First Blood instantly, and Ala slowed by the red buff. We'll have to flash in a second, I think. There it is, coming out, but Flandre following this one, looking for more damage. The EQ not gonna land. This is gonna be a bit of damage, but either way.
Package picked up by Doomby. Want to start looking for that pressure off this bot side as well. So EDG need to be careful. There's only JJ and Mako here for the moment, so they will just back it up.
That's denied the engage, but even still, good damage coming out.
Excuse me, Mr. B. You've got to be aware that if you're going to end up leaving your lane like that if there is a Rift Herald, they can take a hell of a lot, and now we might be in trouble.
Oh, Doomby. Step way too far forwards. I mean,
Comp for LNG, not looking too hot.
No, and we talked about it before. When you fall behind on a poke composition, it sucks. It really does. And Tarzan wants to stop them falling behind as he goes for an engage. Jumps onto JJ as well. But Mako and JJ just going to walk away, somehow surviving. The tower went down during this, and Scout just walking towards 4. Scout and Viper both going crazy in the play as Tarzan survives under
no control over his lane. And either you get the red here, or you get top tower, or you get both.
Oh, Iwandi swallows up his jungler to keep him safe. There's Neverfrost. Look at Viper's positioning right now. He's alone and will get knocked up by Iwandi. I don't think the rest of the team can follow up here. That's going to be a rumble, but it's denied by Tarzan. Viper should go down, but it's traded 1-for-1. JJ gets a gold drink to keep himself safe as well. Scout trying to turn it around. Blocks the zap as well. The team... Can be a damage carry if you build AP. Everyone's been building this tank rise build for so long at this point.
That AP build to actually get the extra damage that you need out of your spells. So with that tank build kind of being gone up.
Just across the board. It's like from out of vision to in vision to out of vision. I don't know. Sorry, it was just comical. Sorry, I interrupted.
Like one summer, EDG that one worlds, and it's a slow, methodical game plan that is so difficult to counteract.
Tarzan being caught out by a cheeky little flag and drag here, and Mako follows up with the quickness. Tarzan using absolutely everything. We're halfway across the map from where we started the fight, but Tarzan now being devoured by Iwandi, but there's no way out of the Cataclysm. Iwandi flashes away. Now damage from Do and B, and maybe EDG have gone too far. The rocket from Do and B annihilates half of the squad from EDG. JJ slides on out, but he's 1 HP, and now the flank from Ala as well. This might be a full ace. This might be the moment as Ala
steal, but it actually looks like EDG just going to give this look for mid lane turret instead, but way overextended there for EDG. Right as we're saying, it's slow and methodical. They just go gung-ho.
Certainly did. No fear in their hearts. And I understand why they were so confident. But, oh, wait, Mako. That's not the place you want to be. There's a lot of LNG players right there. They're going to Hexgate out themselves. They got the blue buff and they're happy with that. They get a
TP for Doomby. They want to make sure they're getting some of these towers back. This swing for LNG is all about them getting control of the map, tempo advantage, so they can post up on objectives, so they can use this range, and you're seeing it now. The siege potential with this comp is too much for EDG to handle. Flandre on this top side trying to just trade because EDG know, look, if LNG are just going to group like this, it doesn't matter how many people we are, we're just not going to stop.
Yeah, at least a tier 2 taken there, so some level of trade. So EDG still doing okay, trying to slowly but surely inch their way in towards the river. There's a bit of damage onto JJ as he moves towards the Drake here. Scout with a realm warp. They're looking for Ala. They're looking for a pick before the fight ever begins. Ala goes down. Beautifully executed from EDG. It's so clean.
The reposition's too difficult for LNG to deal with, and that's third dragon now for EDG, and also with a wave on bot. Potential here for them to just LNG saying, screw the side lanes, we want the Baron.
Yeah.
And EDG aren't here.
They're doing it damn quick. Flandre trying to move in. He's almost Mega Gnar at this point. This could be the opportunity. JJ goes in with the Cataclysm. In goes Flandre into the pit. It's smited by Tarzan. But can they win the fight? Moonlight Vigil onto 2 in the back line. Tarzan tagging up. Light low on HP. Mako gets the knock and finishes the kill off. 3v3 as Tarzan escapes the pit.
Could do in the last one. EDG just not able to get out of base quick enough, and LNG punish.
Oh.
Mako!
Where did he go? 2v1 shot him. What was that?
I don't know why Mako was there. Everyone's trying to reset. You're trying to get back and make sure that you're able to...
Oh, Allah's been found. There's a Hex Gate there, but Scout's not going to let him go to it. Flash over the wall. There's the Everfrost. See you later, Allah. Scout has a target on Allah.
Find that key engage with the Realm Wall.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes on Mako. Does he find the flank? JJ, no flash available, but still able to close the distance very quickly.
Trying to move in. There's a shock blast onto Mako. Moonlight Vigil with the Gravitum as well. The follow-up from EDG. Do they have the damage, though? Mako with the quickness, but it's not working out. Flandre finally turns Mega. It's going to be light falling. Maybe with the carry gone, EDG can salvage this fight, but I don't think so. As LNG chase for more. Scout 1 HP. Viper has to go Super Saiyan if they want to win this fight. Viper and Scout escaping together. The healing from the red buff working wonders for Scout, but a shock blast still going to do the crap. Okay, burst up by LNG as Mako managed to get the Skull of Crab. There's a Realm Warp from Scout behind enemy lines. Moonlight Vigils, Tarzan separated from his team. Scout with the flank. The rest of EDG follow up. They find the engagement. LNG half damage. Triple kill comes out from 2B. We said he needed redemption, and he finds it. Double comes through for Light. The full 8 in the end, 14-12. It looked doomed earlier on in the game, but EDG, one misstep in the jungle, they throw their lead, and LNG more than willing to capitalize, more than willing to put their foot down and crush EDG under heel. The Nexus will fall, and LNG on the cusp of redemption here as they go 1-0.
Like, look, if I can get the Leona and the Volley Bear locked up with it, it actually means the backline for LNG have to run away. Like, you can't, it's very slow moving, but you do have to respect
lane. As is doing B, no package available here. Tarzan wants to try and make a dive happen. Viper instant cleanse on that solar flare. That was gorgeous to watch, but Light has a lot of damage to work with. Viper gonna get his reset. No, he isn't. He's gonna go down. LNG pulling off an absolute criminal play here, and there's nothing EDG can do about it without, even with Scout moving.
LNG are making the plays happen. TP from Doomby back to the mid lane to collect that wave as well, and Flandre wants it.
Oh, he certainly does, but he's not going to find it. JJ moving over as well. Allah maybe goes for a trade here.
It's a base.
Trying to look juicy. He's trying to look juicy. Flandre, the juiciest of them all, as JJ comes in. Gets onto Allah. The fear is there. Flandre can't finish the kill, though. Has to use his endless rage here. Will finally pull the trigger on the ulti, and Tarzan with the dubstep smite. Trying to bait them in. Yeah, bit weird without that context, I think. So just thought I'd drop that in the forces and flashes away. He knew he was stepping too far. But that does mean now, for a Herald fight, Viper, no flash, no cleanse, no Gale Force. He's going to be in a precarious spot if LNG can punish. Herald down to 5,000. His Scout is off on a flank, but he stood on a ward as well. EDG on the wrong side of the map here. I feel like LNG in a good spot, but Scout wants to go for the flank. In they go with the all-in Flandre behind enemy lines as well. JJ falls though, and Flandre's 1v4. He just doesn't have the damage to make that happen, or does he? Finds one for his trouble. LNG forced away here. They still win the fight though. LNG in this series, and that was one of the things we came in saying that EDG was one of the very best at in the entire league. Struggling to get any kind of control. This time they haven't lost the lead. This time they've been behind the entire time, and LNG now 2,000 gold up. Like, if they're going to dive in, like, I can see value. The ult is obviously great in that situation, but against this comp from LNG, so far, absolutely nothing, you know?
Yeah, I think it can have its moment if you are able to kind of like...
But that might mean LNG can just start this one off for free.
Yeah, I mean, JJ has this Rift Herald, which you can place in the bottom side, but I don't know. It doesn't really feel like he's going to get much setup. LNG, though, haven't warded their flanks.
It's a 50-50 potentially, but JJ gets a fear onto 2B, jumps into the rest of his team once more, but he's just not tanky enough. The bailout will do no such thing. And now the rest of EDG aggressed upon. Tarzan has some damage. There's the dragon going down. Flandre onto the backline. He's on 2B as well, but he can't quite finish that kill off. Gets his heal off, walks away with his life.
This time around that, LNG are on the Baron. EDG, I mean, you don't really have JJ here yet.
I mean, can they contest here? Realm Warp going to come on through from Scout and Mako. 3k on the Baron. Is it going to be a flip? Scout aggressed upon. Has the Zhonya's. Buys himself some time. Flandre already low as well, though. There's the big ulti coming out from Mako. Is it enough? Flandre on the backline, knocked back by Allah. But Iwandi will go down as well. Surely flashes out. Actually keeps himself safe. It's one pick for EDG. They back away once more. but they found a kill onto Doom so far this game as they move in towards the potential soul here. Tarzan might just go for a 50-50 smite here. He doesn't actually have that much to lose. If EDG get this Drake, it doesn't matter too much for LNG. The 50-50 goes the way of Allah in the end. And now the fight ensues. Tarzan turns gold and Flandre in the middle of everyone. Maybe this is it for EDG. 2 kills, 1 for Viper. As Doombeat trying to escape, but the realm walk forwards. Can they find any more? Scout turns gold and keeps himself alive. Allah stunned against his support here, but Light charging forward, getting the resets. Bail out onto Viper. Viper falls though. JJ in the back line. Light turning it around. Mako alone. And LNG somehow find it.
Light played that fight beautifully, putting himself right in the thick of EDG to carry LNG across the line. LNG now, they're pushing for the win. 30-second death timers. It's only Mako alive.
And once again, a singular fight in the late game, and LNG will close things out. Or will they? Mako alive. 10 seconds on JJ. Flandre coming up shortly as well. 10 seconds on Viper. 1 tower down. Is LNG trying to finish things off? Good CC out from Mako. He's buying as much time as he can. But the Nexus is bare. The respawns aren't there. And LNG make the upset.